Ready to go? Now a chance for Junior Caminero. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Chris, we've seen relocation take place in the Global Baseball League. The Lemurs moved away from Madagascar before landing in Lima. You think we'll ever see league expansion instead of just relocation?
That's a good question, and I think I know the answer. My guess would be yes.
Javier Sanoja stands in now and watches strike one. And the sweeper misses.
I think it makes sense for the league to expand. The Global Baseball League wants to live up to its name by being global, and I'm sure they're cooking up ways to expand to Antarctica or Australia sooner rather than later.
As someone who travels to these games, my vote is for Australia. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Lau at the plate. Just missed. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there.
1-1.
And the count is 1-1. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-0. Two down, bases empty. And now the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. That clips the zone. 0-1. Fought off foul. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Kyle Farmer. Breaking ball misses down and away. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. And another ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run, Corbin Carroll. Cabrera throws over. Carroll dives back in safely. And now Jason Kipnis. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Bunting gets it down to first, and that goes foul. And a bunt right side. No look flip to first. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. No outs. Runner at first. And now the right fielder. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And he swings over the top there. Kipnis leads off second with nobody out. And 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. New pitcher now, Edwin Uceta. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Carlos Beltran. Little chopper rolls foul. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw over to Bowers. Now 2 away. So up next, Gil Hodges. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Tied up here in the early going. Outside. Ball 1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So digging in, Scott Rowland.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Ball 1, no strikes.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a...
Ow! They got him. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now here is Carson Williams. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1
One
strike.
out, base is empty. Falling behind
outside.
2-1. That's a slider for a strike. Inside, just missed. Caught him looking for the K. Now here's Jake Bowers. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off left side. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Fans another. Garrett Clevenger will take over here. And the batter now, Scott Rowland. That's out to center field. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, Jeremy Pena. Clevenger checks the runner. Pena back in on a dive. And now it's going to be Brooks Lee. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You got to be careful with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to hit.
Here comes a pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there. And the throw, he's out at third. That one way inside.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swings through the sweeper.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. And now they're out in front. It's 3-1. Number 48 takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep this.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out. Runner at second. Strom now at the plate. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Hunter Goodman. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to third. He's safe. Durant takes his lead at third with one away. And there's a ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Foul ball there. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Runners at the corners here, one away. Kipnis digs in now. Upstairs. Ball 1.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here. Evan Carter. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sanoha tracks it down for the. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Jesse Chavez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the center fielder, Preston Wilson. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And a ground ball to first. Hodges steps on the bag, and they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is Junior Caminero. That's in there. Chavez is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw a lot of.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And that one misses up and in. And we're underway. Ground ball left side. Over to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the left fielder, Javier Sanoja. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's in there. That's strike one. And that one is lifted in the air. Cameron on the move. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Brandon Lau in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground. To first. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Kyle Farmer. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. So now here's the DH, Jason Kipnis.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now Mike Cameron. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there are 2 outs. Carlos Beltran, the next to hit. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Smash to the left side. They get the force, and that will end. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Gray back to work. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Inside ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Out to center. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down. So up next, Josh Lowe. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Next to hit, Carson Williams. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Now this is in the air down the line. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Edwin Uceta gets the ball now. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Ripped to third. 1 up, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Lee. First pitch misses. 1 out, base is empty. Towards first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Misses the sweeper.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Just missed it. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Jake Bowers. Aaron Bummer gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Pinch hitter coming on, Joey Wendell. A critical at bat in this game for him.
Nope,
misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
That one outside. Ball 2.
Ball 3.
There's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1 down. Digging in, Agustin Ramirez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Man at first, one away. Strike two.
0-2.
The other way, but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's inside. And the count is 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
So now 1-2.
1 ball.
1 strike away. Out to short, Lee. And that is the ball game. 1-0 the final. They hang on to win. Now it's the second baseman, Kyle Farmer. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. And foul ball. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. The 1-2.
2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So now the DH spot, Jason Kipnis. Line drive. And it goes just foul. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Going to count 1 and
1 ball,
2.
2 strikes.
That's down and in.
2-2.
Hit in the air, left field. 2 away now. So digging in, Mike Cameron. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Got him. And a nice. Now at the plate, Wyatt Langford.
Wood. 0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside low. Now 1 and 2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Here's Joey Gallo. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. And ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's Marcus Semien. And there's a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. There's the strike. 95 of that one. And the right-hander deals. Struck him out. New inning getting started, and here is Carlos Beltran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and there's one down. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Peterson on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. And that one clips the corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
Number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he knows
0-2.
They don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of.
And he got him. Jeremy Pena. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Adolis Garcia getting ready to hit.
Now pitching.
Jesse Chavez on to pitch out of the pen here. And a strike. Next pitch is outside. In the air to left center. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one's in there, 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. There's a strike. And that one is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here in London, and now the catcher comes up to him, Carlos Santana. And that is out of play. Ground ball to the right side, and that's a fair ball. Around second now, going for 3. Makes it safely to third, and the triple puts the go-ahead run aboard. Jarren Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. A move being made at third. Entering is the pinch runner, Evan Carter. And he lays down a bunt. Simeon. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Now snap throw to first. Duran back on a dive. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Wagner. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. That one missed.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And now, Jason Kipnis. And that one fouled off. That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And he chases that one below the zone.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gets to it on to first. And it's in time. So coming into the game now on defense, Hunter Goodman. He takes over behind the plate. And now it's Christian Walker.
Now pitching. Matt.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Just misses there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Jack Peterson stands in. Tap foul at the plate. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And a base hit right there.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Strom checks over to first, and he's back.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Here's Carlos Correa.
That's the
Just
ball.
missed.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
The next pitch
Ball.
misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Got him looking. And they're down to their last out. Wyatt Langford will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Runner on the go. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
These 3-inning games often come down to who scores first. They found a way to push one across and hold on.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you. All right, ready to go here. Now, here is Kyle Farmer, and he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed.
That's a ball.
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. That's outside. And the count is even, 2-2. Up the middle. And they get Perez for the out. Mike Cameron now at the plate.
Third, the right fielder, number 44, Mike Cameron.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. And that misses. And it's 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that.
Sends it across to first. Welcome back to Lord's Baseball Ground. And on the hill, Bert Blyleven.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And that misses off the outside edge.
2-up.
That one the other way, and foul ball. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. And now it's Joey Gallo. And that drops in for a strike. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Comes up empty.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here is Marcus Semien. That's a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Jason Kipnis. And delivers outside. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count 1-1. And there's a ball. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out. Carlos Beltran digs in now. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Base hit into right center.
He was all over that one.
1 down, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Hader keeping him close. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track.
Runner.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Strike in there. throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Out there to center. And it falls. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Snap throw to first.
He's in there.
Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically his fastball is labeled as a sinker. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Brooks Lee. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. On to pinch run, Corbin Carroll. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Chris Martin into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now batting Jaron Duran. And it's into the gap. Runner from second scores as they add on. Not stopping. He's going for three. And he's got an RBI triple.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Farmer swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now Salvador Perez swinging a foul straight back. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. And now Mike Cameron, 0 for 1 so far. On the corner for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. On the ground to third. Slings it across. That'll end the inning after a lot of. Now into the game, Carlos Santana. He takes over as the new first baseman. Adolis Garcia, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Beltran settles under it. Puts it away for the out. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. That's down and in.
Now pitching, Griffin Jack.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Strike three. Got him with the. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Robert Garcia.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air, center field. Garcia makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Singled and scored his first time. This one in the air. Walker under it. And there's two down. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Rolling. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
0-2.
Breaking ball, and that got him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, 2 outs. Brooks Lee, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the grab on the run, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Jacks back to work. Fastball for a strike. Strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Now pitching, Jesse Chavez.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now Jack Peterson. And that's in there at the knees. Just missed.
That missed.
And that
No,
misses.
that missed. That's a ball.
And that's ball 2.
2-1.
And it's strike 2.
2-2.
Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. And here comes Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that is the ball game. 5-0 the final. Ready to go now? Here's the second baseman, Kyle Farmer. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Swing and a miss. Strike one. On the ground to third. Throws to first. And a quick out, number one. Salvador Perez getting ready to hit. And that one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. 2 up, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Mike Cameron. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down the line. Full extension, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the first. This is Corbin Carroll. That clips the corner. Chris, I always have a good time getting the opportunity to broadcast a game in the GBL.
Yeah, why is that?
And there's a foul ball. Because we get to see some of the greatest places in the world. How many leagues send you from London to Lima to Liechtenstein?
Well, we're definitely racking up the air miles in this league, and we also get to try some of the best food in the world along the way, so that's another bonus.
That's off the mark. Ball one. The best part is the food is always different. We're never ordering the same thing in 2 different cities.
Yeah, except for coffee, and you know I need coffee no matter what continent I'm on.
You and me both, partner. Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch just misses. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. All right, Singy, is there anything you have to eat or see whenever you're in New Orleans?
Absolutely. I got to get some jambalaya. If I don't, it was a failed trip.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next is the designated hitter, Tony Gwynn. Out to short, Lee. Fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Jason Kipnis. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Making a move at first, coming in as the pinch runner, Corbin Carroll.
Number 7.
Now a chance for Carlos Beltran. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again.
That's a ball.
There's a ball. Throw. Safe. Hedges too late. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. And downstairs.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Can't field it cleanly. The throw comes in too late, and a run is in to score. Gil Hodges now at the plate. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Beltran at second with nobody out. Check on the runner. Beltran dives back in safely. Another throw to second.
He's safe.
Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. No outs. Runner over at third. To the right side. And that one handled just ahead of the throw. He scores. And they lead by 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now it's going to be Scott Rowland. Slap the other way, foul. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next, Brooks Lee. First offering, and it just misses. Pickoff throw. Rolling. Back in on a dive. Kicks and fires. To short, could be 2. On to Cronenworth.
He's out.
On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chase Headley. Trevor Hoffman on to pitch here.
Now pitching. Trevor Hoffman.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
The count.
And that one is inside. 1 out, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. So 2 down now, and here is Leo DeVries. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's
fans another. Robert Suarez comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Adios, pelota. He'll circle the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Salvi steps into the box now. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
2 strikes. Ball, that's in.
Farmer gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
On the ground, 2 ball. The turn by DeVries at second. Throw to first, safe.
Good arm side run and sink on that
Mike Camrick digs in now.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Substitution being made at first. And here's the pinch runner, Jeremy Pena. Kimbrel picks over. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Fly ball down the line. Tatis right there to make the grab. Runner tags and goes to third. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Corbin Carroll. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. That one out to right. Tatis makes the play, and that is that. Now into the ball game on defense, Carlos Santana. He takes over behind the plate. And here's the first baseman, Pavin Smith.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Outside with a breaking ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Austin Hedges, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that one hit to first. Hodges takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Steve Finley. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. A shutout in this one. 3-0. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. Ready to go? Now it's the second baseman, Kyle Farmer. That one finds the zone, and we are underway. Now a fly ball to right center. Tatis settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Outside low, and it's 1-0. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tatis brings it in, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Cameron.
The right fielder, number 44, Mike Cameron.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Runner edges away at second. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, and that's the back here in New Orleans. And on the hill here today, Paul Skeens. How about a scouting report on him?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Strike.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. And that's a fair ball.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here. And now here is Tony Gwynn. That one misses.
That ball went out.
1-0. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Chase Headley. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Cronenworth, the next to hit. That one catches the corner for a strike. Next pitch is outside. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And Jake has entered the game. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Goose Gossage. He gets there on a slide. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays, and it's especially important in a big moment like that. Nicely done.
And yes, he did. He went around. Next offering is downstairs. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Gossage ready. Good job to fight that one off.
Count's full.
Second inning here, no score. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now, Scott Rowland.
1-0.
Gossage deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis after it. Nabs it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Leo DeVries. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs.
Now pitching. Loyal.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Just
Outside, that's a ball.
missed. Swinging a foul out of play. To third, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. That's one out, the bottom of the second. And here's the first baseman, Pavin Smith. Just missed.
Counts 1-0. Hey.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Austin Hedges stands in. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. So they turn to their closer, Trevor Hoffman. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So a change being made at first base. Pinch running here, Jeremy Pena. Now batting Jaron Duran. Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. Throw. Safe. Hedges too late.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-0.
Normally, you wouldn't mind giving up first base, but the power waiting on deck might change your thinking a bit. Bad spot for the pitcher here in this count.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, can't get it. It's a base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0. Back to the top of the order now. And the batter now, Kyle Farmer. Hoffman keeping an eye on him. Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base.
Heads up base running right there.
Hoffman checks the runner. Duran back on a dive. Duran stands at second with no outs. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Tatis snags it. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 2-run lead. Jason Adam gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
At the plate, Salvador Perez. Late with the swing there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Clips the corner, and it's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to Smith, and they get Perez for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Mike Cameron will hit next. Doubled his first time. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up.
Runner takes off, popped up left side. Headley pulls that one down, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Steve Finley.
Now pitching. Jesse Chavez.
Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning. This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Chavez is just 1 strike away.
1 ball.
Not
2
close
strikes.
with that one. And that's ball 1. Hard on the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win can sort of feel like a mini blowout. Nice job to jump ahead and a great job.